The wrap on Ron Artest, lack of NBA focus. Friday, he was on his game in Philadelphia, so why were the Pacers still singing the blues? And it's been nothing but happy days are here again for Pittsburgh. Wait until you hear how one Brown says he'll bring Big Ben down. Hear it on SportsCenter right now.
This is SportsCenter.
How the West was won used to star Shaq and Tim Duncan. Now with O'Neal out east, San Antonio, Miami might be an NBA title preview. The reviews on Kobe's Lakers have been average so far. Could LA find the Magic in Orlando, or would Grant bury him? Last time Chad Pennington went down, the Jets were buried, while Chad Hurton won't leave New York hanging, not with the Q-Dog under center. Are the center of attention in college football this weekend. This game, Auburn and Georgia, the Deep South's oldest rivalry. How's it? Welcome to SportsCenter alongside aspiring music producer Steve Berthiaume. I'm Neil Everett.
Ron Artest needed a rest from producing a girl group R&B album. Asked for the time off, he got it. He was benched for 2 games, but back Friday in Philly, back in the Pacers lineup, paired up with Jermaine O'Neal. First time they'd been in the starting lineup together all season. Jermaine, your thoughts?
We get paid to play basketball and win games, so hopefully we can put it aside as a team and win games. Our goal is to win a championship, and you know, these are some things that we don't need as a team.
Well, those two got into a locker room shouting match last week. First quarter, Artest blocks Allen Iverson with some help from Jamal Tinsley there. Then down the other end, Artest open for Thorpe. 16 of his 29 in the first half. Artest with a big effort in his first game back from the benching. Second quarter, O'Neal gets the loose ball. He had 20 points at halftime. Pacers up 8 at the break. Under a minute left in the game. Off the Indy turnover, Josh Davis fouled by Artest. They say that's a flagrant foul. A touchy-feely here to be a flagrant. Davis would hit 1 of 2 free throws. Sixers within 3. Final seconds, Philly. Kyle Korver, this from way outside for the tie. Korver, a career-high 23. He hits 7 threes. Pacers get one last shot. Steven Jackson at the buzzer. He can win it. It's not there, and we are going to overtime. In OT, O'Neal playing with 5 fouls. Indy already very undermanned with a whole lot of injuries. O'Neal hits the runner. He finished with a career-high 39 points. Pacers up by 2. Ensuing possession, Iverson with an acting job there, and O'Neal fouls out. Pacers down to 5 healthy bodies at the end of the game. Jamal Tinsley fakes. Iverson goes up. Tinsley, offensive, they say. He's done. That's his 6th. Final seconds, that's his backup. Eddie Gill trying to guard Allen Iverson. Here's your ball game. The answer, 15 points, 5 of 23 shooting. His first career game-winning buzzer beater. And the Sixers beat the Pacers. Ron Artest put a needle on the record.
Basically, I think everything happens for a reason. Nobody got hurt in this whole situation. Nobody was physically hurt, you know. A bunch of good people on this team. So, you know, good things happen to good people, and I think, you know, things happen for a reason.
Well, sure, the Pacers lost, but there were certainly some positives. Jermaine O'Neal, the big night, after averaging only 15 points with Artest on the sidelines, and with the league's reigning Defensive Player of the Year back in the lineup, Indy forced a whole lot more turnovers. We'll have a whole lot more on this game coming up later in the broadcast.
Shaq in the Heat at Tim Duncan and the Spurs. Miami's Dwayne Wade, DNP ankle injury. Shaq went to high school in San Antonio. Legal flashback. Cole High School, 68-1 career record, 1989 state champs. Hey, Shaq, what was the secret to that team's success?
Well, the secret is me blocking shots and getting rebounds and making my shots well.
That's the same quotes he's using today. First quarter, Miami down. Shaq going up, but Tim Duncan and Radoslav Nesterovic both bust him up, and the other way, Nesterovic for the layup. Shaq with only 6 points in the first half. Second quarter, locked up in a tight one. Manu Ginobili, number 20 for 3, and he's fouled by Eddie Jones. Makes the free throw. That's a 4-point play. Third quarter, Spurs by 9. Shaq hits Duncan and elbows Ginobili and scores. Shaq had 23 and 21 in this one. There's the elbow, and there's the score. Ginobili now at the free throw line in the fourth, and after this game, Miami coach Stan Van Gundy said this play was the backbreaker. Doesn't get blocked out, picks up his missed free throw, hits the three, fundamentally unsound by the Heat. Another look. Ginobili knows where it's going. He made 5 of 6 from the three, finished with 29 points. Spurs by 7, now by 9. Duncan, he had 17 and 13. Tony Parker not pictured with 18. The Spurs win 93-84. We go to our man, Tim Legler on Manu.
Well, thanks, Neil. The San Antonio Spurs showed why 2 stars are better than 1. Tonight, Manu Ginobili showed why he is becoming a star player in this league. He made all the key plays down the stretch and teamed along with Tim Duncan to provide that 1-2 punch that the Miami Heat did not have without Dwayne Wade.
Ginobili, 29 points, 7 rebounds, 7 assists, 6 steals after averaging a little more than 10 points per game in his first 2 seasons with the Spurs. He's more than doubled that so far this season. Ginobili is lighting up the Riverwalk, shooting 56% from the floor this season.
This NBA report brought to you by Adidas Basketball, home of the new T-Mac 4.
The Magic welcomed the new-look Lakers, then Kobe turned around and welcomed O-Town's phenom with that jam. But the Magic still had a little thunder of their own to deliver. While the Browns aiming for Big Ben's head or just trying to get into it, the NFL would like to know, and why there may be just one, not a deuce, in the Steelers' backfield on Sunday. It's been 10 months since Quincy Carter started an NFL game, how he plans to keep the Jets along Herm Edwards' flight path, and why his legs will give the Jets a triple threat. And the last time the Auburn Tigers went down to defeat it was 12 games ago against Georgia. Our game day crew reveals how they plan to claw them dogs.
SportsCenter, brought to you by Adidas Basketball, home of the new T-Mac 4. And Corona Extra, miles away from ordinary.
Kobe and the Lakers in the Magic Kingdom. Los Angeles 1-1 on a 4-game road trip. You know, Bryant had 45 minutes of treatment for plantar fasciitis after the loss to Memphis Thursday. And plantar fasciitis is inflammation in the arch of the foot. You can see some of the fellas who've had it. You know, I've had some bad athletes' foot, and well, Steve's feet, that's a whole nother story. Final minute, first half. Lakers blew an 18-point lead, but Bryant gets Deshaun Stevenson up. Not a bad shot for a guy shooting 37% coming into the game. Third quarter, Bryant screen crossover and the hard dunk over Dwight Howard. That's worth another look. Howard, by the way, 15 rebounds, continues to impress on the boards, but this dunk is impressive. In fact, put it on your poster board. Kobe, 41 points, a season high. Fourth quarter, Magic by 5. Steve Francis over Chucky Atkins. Stevie Francis, 11 of 23, 32 points. $1:43 left. Magic up a touchdown. Pat Garrity to Grant Hill. Orlando hit 12 of 22 from 3. Hill made both of his. and we show you both of his. Grant Hill with 27 points. The Magic win 122-113 despite the 41 from Kobe. That's who Greg Anthony's talking about.
Neil, thanks. Kobe Bryant taking 31 shots, a non-issue. Expect that throughout the course of the season. The flip side, though, for me, Steve Francis is really that player that everyone thought he was when he came out of college. This guy's explosive. He attacks the basket relentlessly. He's also learned to become a better distributor of the basketball. Shot selection has improved as well. And the freedom and flexibility to be able to go out and play the game of basketball without being harnessed by that half-court offense in Houston, I think is a blessing in disguise for this young man. The Magic are on their way. Steve, back to you.
Thank you, Greg. Couple of 4-1 teams in Seattle. Sonics hosting the Raptors. Ray Allen, red hot from three-point range so far this season. 63% third quarter, Allen for 3. Sonics up by 8. Fourth quarter, Allen one more time. He had 5 threes in the game. Wide open there, 29 points for Ray Allen. Raptors trail by 4. Final 10 minutes or so. Listen up.
The trailer is Bosch. Scooping count and foul. Oh, my goodness. Are you kidding me?
No, we're not. Chris Bosh had 19. Vince Carter, look out. He had 15. 83-79 Toronto. Final ticks. Carter for 3. Not there. Air ball. 10 seconds left. Tight game. Antonio Daniels right down Main Street. It goes. He had 16. Seattle up by 1. Last chance for the Raptors, and Vince Carter can win it. It's not there. Raptors lose this one 88-87 in Seattle. Hey, the Sonics, they're 5-1. They've won 5 in a row.
Gerard Warren wants his Roethlisberger with a shake. The Cleveland defensive tackle ordering up some pregame that's caught the attention of the NFL police. They say Warren may be fined some Ben Franklins and suspended if he plays dirty on Big Ben this weekend. Warren says paying up to bring the Pittsburgh rookie quarterback down may be worth it. Warren catching the NFL's ear with this line. One rule they used to tell me, kill the head and the body's dead. He added the caveat, I didn't say knock him out of the game. I said just